Hello there, everyone. Shibby here. Hope everyone out there's doing well and staying back once again with some more Guilty Gear Strive ranked matches as I try to continue to climb up the ranks here and try to just suck a little bit less at Strive day by day. Looks like my first opponent here is going to be a Sol player, so we'll see what we can get done and hopefully start this off the right way and not get my ass handed to me immediately right out of the gate. But we'll see what we can get done. Okay, what do you do? We're gonna back up. They do the same thing. The mighty punch of Sol Badguy, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and parry. Their DP coming my way. I felt it in my soul that maybe there wasn't gonna be one. Of course, Bandit Bringer. Alright, we need to get a little bit of a trade there. Both the Oshanzen. Oh, I did not get my tatami mat. That's unfortunate. And they went immediately into a fucking super. Alright, we'll get him with the Oshanzen here. Like a Bandit Bringer's coming my way. I managed to catch him there. Barring a drop. Should be dead. Alright, yeah, we get the Kabari to connect. And down goes Sol. Alright. I was a little worried there, but thankfully we didn't screw up too badly. You know, I thought I'd be able to hit that before they recovered. But we're gonna go ahead and just parry the Bandit Bringer. Alright, please don't drop the input. I dropped the input. Okay, let's try to keep our space here. As I don't do that. Alright, they checked me there. I'm probably dead off that. Yep. Okay, they tie things up at around a piece here. Let's see if we can play this a little bit cleaner. Alright, they checked me there. Alright, they do whiff. Alright, so I'm gonna say, surely that's my turn there. See if they can handle the mix. They absolutely can because I dropped it, so. Only I can drop a tatami input repeatedly. Let's bring it towards me here. I fucked that up royally. Let's get him off me here. Alright, we catch him. Catch him pressing a button there, and we get the first game on the board here. Not the cleanest thing in the whole wide world, but we do get a win, so I can't really complain too much. Let's see if we can actually get 2 in a row here, though, and play a whole lot better. Alright, let's get the jump in. Got the DDP there. Good call. Alright, I tried to jump over that. I put myself in the corner because I'm a stupid person. Alright. Alright, managed to get the hit there. See if we can not drop the tatami input. I did. Of course they did Bandit Bringer there. I thought I was still blocking there. It's unfortunate. I'm not sure why I got hit there initially, but maybe my button just slipped off the block input, but that's unfortunate. Alright, they stood up, they get hit by the low. God, I cannot land a Kabari input instead of my lane. Alright, we're not gonna let him get away with that. Alright, we check him there. Alright, well, they recovered way faster than I thought. Alright, there. Okay. I unfortunately did not get my counter. Or parry, I guess I should say. Okay, got what? Alright, they ran up grabbed. Don't know why they did that, but I'll take it. Alright, we're gonna end up behind them. Actually, I was already swinging before they did that, so I was hoping that I would still get the connect. But God, I keep dropping my combos, damn. Alright, do manage to punish him that go around. Might be a little bit too far for me to... Yeah, well, if I drop the Kabari input, of course it's gonna be too far away. I tried to do the cannon, but I was a little bit too close to the round and got dust. Alright, don't drop this me. I think I hit there. We do have some meter to play with. Well, I tried to fall with a... Alright, well, I'm not sure what they tried to do there, but they did like gold bursted in my face a couple times. I'm not really sure what they're trying to accomplish there. But it's worked out for me so far. Not exactly the cleanest thing in the whole world, but we do manage to get 2 games on the board here. Let's see if we can make it 3. Nope. I wish I could get a little bit more consistent with my combos here. I keep dropping every damn thing. Dropping a simple tatami input is killing me more than anything else. Alright, we'll just check him here. Got the DP'd immediately. I'm jumping too much. Alright, we'll get over him to Theo Johnson. I feel like they're going to jump in the Bandit Bringer, if they didn't. Alright, nice connect there. I got a little bit too close for Yoshanson to even work. Alright, we catch him whiffing there. Get him with the standing medium. God, I jumped way too much that round, and I got away with it. Alright, I thought his string was over. And put himself in the corner for me, so I think, thank you, sir. But I dropped it because I drop everything. Alright, I don't know why he just tried to run up on me like that, but... I was a little bit too slow. Alright, figured Bandit Bringer was coming. I was not properly spaced to get a punish off of it, though. Alright, I keep dropping the Tommy input. It's costing me rounds. I tried to take my turn back there, but I guess it was not my turn, unfortunately. Or it was just a little bit slow to take my turn back, I should say, probably. I hit Theo Johnson. I really just let him run up and do that. I'm jumping way too damn much. But it's so fun. Alright, put myself in the corner because I'm a moron. Alright, let's get him off me here. I'll take that trade. Maybe not, because they did way more damage. I mistimed that horribly. Alright, they whiffed an air grab. Alright, let's try to space this out properly. I didn't get my Johnson, but they get hit anyway. I shouldn't say didn't get, I just didn't do the input properly, so it didn't come out, because I just, for whatever reason, am flubbing quarter circle inputs left and right, but we still managed to win anyway, somehow, some way. But good games to that opponent. Hopefully we can clean up the play here in the next match, and I'll be back when I find my next game. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. We're going up against a Slayer player. You know, of all the characters in the game so far where I've been relearning Guilty Gear over the past couple weeks, Slayer has been the one that I've seen the least. Which I figured he'd be like a little bit more of a popular character than what he is. Or maybe it's just, coincidentally, I just don't happen to run into a lot of them. Alright, I dropped it. Not gonna fall off the heavy. Alright, well, I'm getting the input, I'm just messing it up. Alright, we traded there. Alright, I'm gonna go with the gun, get the wall break. Alright, with the Oki. I fucked up the Tommy map, but you know what? They got kicked in the head, so I can't really complain, I guess. But I didn't mention, I did manage to rank up to floor 9 from floor 8 after beating the Sol player, so hopefully we can maintain this and not lose it instantaneously. I was a little bit late on my 6B. He does have deceptive range. Alright, to get the wall break, I've not even really touched him. Alright, managed to connect there. Alright, I tried to probably do too much off this Tommy mat. Does he have a... Was that a counter? I'm unsure of what that was, or that's just what his super looks like. Oh, I tried to use Kabari there. I landed in front of him, unfortunately. Alright, let's see if I was a little too far away. Alright, we are gonna parry there. And did we get disconnected? I do believe we did. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't know if the connection dropped or if they quit, but well, I guess we'll have to find another opponent then. Like a game or a good brief match to that opponent. I'll be back when I find my next game. Alrighty, well, it looks like I found my next opponent here, and it looks like we're going to trade Slayer for Bedman, which I think, since I've got back into Guilty Gear, I think Bedman has by far been the character I've seen the most, which is surprising considering that it's just a giant bed. Giant bed controlled by a little girl. I'm not sure of the lore of Guilty Gear on how that works, if I'm being completely honest. I've actually never played the story mode of this game, or watched it, I guess. I don't know why. I probably need to do that at some point.
Don't give me that look. Use your damn
But alrighty, let's see if we can get a win here. Bedman usually gives me a lot of trouble. Let's try to work out. Usually it's that electric move. They can like kind of move up and down. That kind of messes me up here. Alright, they burst. And whatever reason, like their lows, like Bedman's lows, like I find them hard to discern sometimes because it looks like they're just like running, but they're actually like doing a low. I tried to Kabari. Alright, they double jump there. That's that move right there. Alright, good blocks. I hit him with the gun. R plus. Alright, that didn't quite combo like I had hoped or dreamed. Made to break my strings a little bit. Really, I'm kind of surprised that I got hit there. Alright, they're running away from me. I gotta be careful here. Yep, I could get chipped out. Alright, well the first game goes to them. I gotta get in and stay in. And not jump too much. I haven't been being a little bit too predictable on that front. I tried to jump up and do Yoshanson and flood the input. Alright, they are... Alright, we jump there. Alright, that's a negative string, good to know. I, of course, dropped. Got him. Just king of the drops right now. Wait, I got grabbed? Hope I didn't get dust on accident. I felt like I grabbed as well. I got chipped out. Fuck. Gotta remember to use faultless defense. I keep forgetting about it. Which is probably not a good thing to forget about a crucial resource like that. But Bedman continues to be my undoing here. But let's see if we can play a little bit smarter. Gotta stay grounded a little bit more and try to get in on him if we can. I thought I parried, but I must have flubbed it. I can't even move. There we go. Finally get a hit on him. Alright. Throw the Tommy mat. They still get hit. I just let them get right out of the corner for free. That was an unfortunate flubbed input. Alright, a little bit late on the jump there. All right, they beat me in the anti or the air to air. God, I don't know why Bedman gives me so much fucking trouble. Oh, I didn't mean to dust there. I didn't mean to dust there either. I thought I was in there. I tried to jump and then do the cannon. Same button. Which I need to use that more. I think that might be my way to get Bedman off me. I managed to get in here. I beat the wall break there. I was able to react to the get him with the Tommy mat. Please don't drop this me. All right, there we go. We get around on the board. Finally get something going against Bedman here. All right, them backdashing around start a lot. All right, they tried to take their turn there. All right, get with the mat. Good blocks. Yeah, it's that move. That looks like they're running across the screen, and then I just get hit by a low. All right, a little bit too far away. I gotta start using cannon more. All right, let's get the connection there. All right, get him with the O'Shanson. I'm gonna shoot there. All right, get the hit there. I tried to approach a little bit too soon. But we got a burst there. Yeah, I couldn't get in on him. Probably could have played that a little bit better. Well, I could have played that a whole lot better, I should say. All right, well, these have been close, but I'm just getting getting zoned out by Bedman here. Let's see if we can go more patient and get in here. I'm gonna go 2H because I've been backdashing around the start. All right, just get in, try to stay in here. Right to do a good hit there. I need a better wall combo. Oh, I did not get to where I thought I was going to get. All right, gotta keep the pressure up. Go for the cannon. I messed up the Tommy input. But we got in and stayed in and managed to get it perfect somehow, some way. I wish I could have figured this out. Had that good of a start, I guess, a couple rounds ago. All right, get him behind him here. DOS boot. All right, just gotta watch him here. I just fell in front of him again. All right, let's get him off. I just try to. I gotta use the cannon. Use the cannon. Use the cannon, me. Use the cannon. Baiken's got a cannon for a reason. Oh, I mistimed that 6P horribly. Alright, we can't burst here. Alright, just get in there. Fell a little bit too short. All right, so they pretty much backdash every single time. I'm gonna go for the 2H again. I was right to do so. Oh, that was unfortunate. Hit him with the parry. All right, get it with the O'Shanson. I want to keep him in this corner here. All right, hit him with the gunshot, the wall break. Get the Yoki here, as long as I don't flip the input. Not only did I flip the input, I didn't go anywhere. But my stupidity perhaps also fooled him as well, because that bullshit somehow worked. Well, all right. But we managed to get one game on the board against Bedman. But they do win the set, even though we win the last game. But good games to that opponent. I'll be back when I find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my final opponent here, going up against a Sin player. Let's see if we can manage to do this right. They are 6P and like even I believe. which I do jump a lot, so that could be trouble. All right, I flood the input there. All right, gotta watch out for their DP as well. Managed to get the hit there. All right, we fought the heavy. I could convert it better off that. All right, we do get the wall break. We do get our Oki. Please don't flip the Tommy input. No, never mind. I don't get knocked down off that. I forgot. Welp, that did not go as intended. I tried to burst and, well, they weren't even hitting me. Well, I'm throwing this away in every way I can. Did they get another wall break here? Alright, let's be careful. Of course, fuck. Okay, well, I threw that away in every way that I could have. But let's see if I can recover from my stupidity. I didn't get my 6P, that's unfortunate. Alright, we will parry. DP. I knew it. I could feel it in my soul. Alright, good blocks by them. Alright, we did the same thing. I tried to Tommy. They're probably gonna jump, I imagine. There it is. Alright, they whipped the grab. I also whipped because I'm a stupid son of a bitch. Alright, do manage to chip him out there. Or maybe they just didn't block well. Either way, a round's a round, so I'll take it. Alright, they can outrange me, so we gotta be careful here. Alright, we get the cross up there. I fucked with the Kabari input. I tried to fall the heavy, it did not work. Alright, let's go ahead and get him off me there. Ah, damn it, I felt like I was already swinging before they ever canceled, but oh well. You're kidding. Well, I'm not sure how they got an advantage situation over us clashing, but them's the breaks, I guess. All right, well, first round goes to the Sin player. Let's see if we can recover here. All right, setting medium. They want to start DP'd. All right, they're grabbing a lot. All right, we're gonna parry that. Ooh, starting to get a little bit sluggish here. Okay, I probably waited a little bit too long to burst that, so I just ended up wasting it, really. And an unfortunate trade, I didn't really have enough health to trade there. Alright, the DP round start last time. I'm gonna do that time as well. Alright, I'm just dropping shit. Alright, vault heavy. I unfortunately did not get my 6P. Alright, they get the wall break off that. Alright, vault heavy there. Alright, I gotta burst it. That's kind of horseshit, I gotta say. Alright, they do whiff there. I could have converted. Wow, that had some reach on it. Holy shit. I did not even think that would even remotely touch me, but here we are. All right, well, let's see if I can at least get a... And they ran. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say ran. They did win 2 matches, but I guess they didn't want to give me a third. But all right. Well, in that case, it's kind of a weird way to drop to drop it. But I do believe I will end the video here, though. If you made it this far, I do thank you for watching. Like, subscribe if you like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.